On February 24, 2025, Apple Incorporated announced a monumental commitment to invest more than $500 billion in the U.S. over the next 4 years, marking its largest ever domestic investment initiative. This ambitious plan aims to enhance American innovation, advanced manufacturing, and workforce development with a strong emphasis on artificial intelligence, AI, silicon engineering, and the creation of high-skilled jobs. Key components of the investment. 1. New manufacturing facilities. A significant highlight of Apple's investment is the establishment of a new 250,000 square foot server manufacturing facility in Houston, Texas, set to open in 2026. This facility will focus on producing servers essential for Apple Intelligence, the company's AI-driven personal assistant system. By bringing server assembly back to the U.S., Apple aims to bolster security and efficiency within its data infrastructure. 2. Doubling the Advanced Manufacturing Fund. Apple plans to double its U.S. Advanced Manufacturing Fund from $5 billion to $10 billion. This fund supports innovation and job creation in high-skilled manufacturing across America, with substantial allocations for silicon production at TSMC's Fab 21 facility in Arizona, where Apple is the largest customer. 3. Job creation. This initiative is expected to generate approximately 20,000 new jobs, primarily in research and development, silicon engineering, software development, and AI/machine learning. This new commitment represents a 0.7% increase in Apple's existing workforce, which already supports over 2.9 million jobs in the U.S. For Manufacturing Academy, Apple will also open a new manufacturing academy in Detroit in partnership with local institutions such as Michigan State University. This academy will provide training for small and medium-sized businesses in AI and smart manufacturing techniques, aimed at enhancing productivity and operational efficiencies. 5. Expansion of R&D. Apple intends to substantially expand its research and development efforts across the U.S., particularly in custom silicon and AI. The expansion includes hiring initiatives to grow teams dedicated to these advanced technologies. Common themes across sources. Across various reports, there is a consensus on several key themes. Commitment to U.S. manufacturing. All sources emphasize Apple's dedication to enhancing its manufacturing capabilities in the U.S. and its focus on AI and silicon engineering. Job creation and training. The investment reflects Apple's strategy to invest in the future workforce and support local economies through job creation and skills development. Response to geopolitical factors. Many articles highlight the broader context of this investment, noting that it aligns with industry trends where major tech companies are investing heavily in domestic capabilities due to geopolitical factors and supply chain vulnerabilities. Differences among sources. While the majority of sources present a unified view of the financial aspects and job creation, some delve deeper into the implications for the broader tech ecosystem and U.S. manufacturing landscape. The tone varies. Some outlets portray the investment as a strategic response to potential tariffs and regulatory pressures, while others emphasize its positive impact on American innovation and employment. Timeline of events. February 24, 2025, Apple announces its commitment to invest over $500 billion in the U.S. over the next 4 years. 2025 to 2026. Construction and opening of the new server manufacturing facility in Houston. 2025, expansion of the Advanced Manufacturing Fund and the launch of the Manufacturing Academy in Detroit. 2025 and beyond, ongoing hiring initiatives aiming to add 20,000 jobs focused on R&D and advanced manufacturing. Conclusion. Apple's $500 billion commitment represents a transformative investment aimed at enhancing its technological capabilities while supporting the U.S. economy. This initiative not only seeks to strengthen Apple's supply chain but also positions the company as a leading force in the development of advanced manufacturing and AI technologies within the United States. As Apple embarks on this significant journey, it reflects a broader trend among tech giants to bolster domestic capabilities and respond to evolving market dynamics and consumer needs. Apple's recent announcement of a $500 billion investment in the U.S. economy is laden with counterintuitive insights that challenge typical assumptions about corporate motivation's economic impacts. And the tech landscape. Here are some of the notable counterintuitive aspects. 1. Massive investment amidst economic challenges. At a time when many companies are tightening their belts in response to economic uncertainty and global supply chain issues, Apple is making one of the largest domestic investment commitments ever. This move runs counter to the prevailing trend of caution among corporations, suggesting that Apple is not only confident in the U.S. economy's resilience but also sees an opportunity to consolidate its position as a leader in AI and manufacturing. 2. Job creation versus automation. Conventional wisdom posits that investments in AI and advanced manufacturing typically lead to job reductions due to automation. However, Apple's plan to create approximately 20,000 jobs directly contradicts this narrative. It indicates that the company believes it can leverage AI to enhance productivity while simultaneously increasing its workforce, especially in research and development, software engineering, and manufacturing roles. 3. Focus on domestic manufacturing despite global supply chains. Many tech companies have increasingly relied on global supply chains for cost efficiency. Apple's commitment to building a new manufacturing facility in Houston and doubling its advanced manufacturing fund to $10 billion highlights a shift toward domestic production. This decision seems counterintuitive given the historical advantages of offshore manufacturing, yet it signals a strategic pivot to mitigate risks associated with global dependencies and geopolitical tensions. 4. Investment in training and education. The establishment of the Apple Manufacturing Academy in Detroit, aimed at training small and medium-sized businesses in AI and smart manufacturing techniques, suggests a forward-thinking approach. Instead of merely focusing on internal capabilities, Apple is investing in the broader ecosystem. This contrasts with the typical corporate approach of keeping proprietary knowledge within the company, indicating a belief that a rising tide lifts all boats. The better the local workforce, the better Apple's outcomes. 5. Environmental considerations in manufacturing. Apple's new server facility in Houston will produce energy-efficient servers, merging the narrative of high-tech manufacturing with environmental sustainability. This stands against the common perception that industrialization is inherently harmful to the environment. Apple's focus on renewable energy and energy-efficient technologies reveals a commitment to sustainability that can coexist with growth, contradicting the notion that economic development and environmental conservation are mutually exclusive. 6. Response to political pressures. The investment comes in the context of political pressures, particularly regarding tariffs and domestic production incentives. While it might be assumed that such pressures lead to defensive strategies, Apple's proactive $500 billion commitment indicates a willingness to embrace and capitalize on these challenges. This counters the notion that corporations are simply reactive to political climates. Instead, they can leverage such situations to bolster their strategic positions. 7. Increased R&D spending amidst market volatility. Apple's plan to expand its research and development efforts while increasing job roles related to AI and machine learning is remarkable given the volatile market conditions that often lead companies to cut R&D budgets. This suggests that Apple is not merely focusing on immediate profits but is also investing in long-term innovation, challenging the short-term thinking prevalent in many corporations. 8. The role of AI in workforce growth. The belief that AI will displace jobs is widespread. Yet Apple's investment in AI is projected to create jobs rather than eliminate them. This highlights a counterintuitive perspective that sees AI as a tool for augmentation rather than replacement, showcasing a vision where technology enhances human capabilities and drives job creation in high-skill sectors. 9. Collaboration with educational institutions. Apple's partnership with educational institutions to foster talent development through the Manufacturing Academy indicates a shift from the traditional corporate model of recruiting from established talent pools. This proactive stance suggests that companies can play a significant role in shaping the educational landscape to meet future workforce needs, countering the idea that education and industry should remain separate. 10. Tax contributions and corporate responsibility. Although corporations often face criticism for tax avoidance, Apple's commitment to being a major taxpayer, having paid over $75 billion in taxes in the past 5 years, positions it as a socially responsible entity. This counters the stereotype of tech companies as entities that prioritize profit over social contributions, revealing a narrative of corporate citizenship that aligns with broader societal goals. In conclusion, Apple's $500 billion investment in the U.S. economy not only aims to enhance its technological capabilities but also challenges several conventional beliefs about corporate behavior, economic strategy, and the interplay between technology and workforce dynamics. The multifaceted nature of this investment underscores a vision that embraces innovation, sustainability, and a commitment to the U.S. economy that is both proactive and strategic. Apple's recent commitment to invest over $500 billion in the U.S. economy over the next 4 years is a significant development that many may overlook in its broader implications and strategic significance. While the announcement has garnered attention for its sheer scale and the creation of new jobs, several critical components warrant deeper exploration. 1. Focus on advanced manufacturing and AI integration. Apple's plan to establish a new 250,000 square foot server manufacturing facility in Houston, Texas, specifically for servers that support Apple Intelligence, signals a shift in its operational strategy. By bringing server production back to the U.S., Apple is not just enhancing its supply chain security but also investing in the foundational infrastructure of its AI capabilities. Many may not fully grasp the importance of this move, however, by localizing production, Apple can mitigate risks associated with global supply chain disruptions, which have been a major concern in recent years. Significance: this facility will not only create jobs but also ensure that Apple can more securely and efficiently manage its AI-driven services, a critical area for future growth as AI becomes increasingly central to technology integration across devices. 2. Doubling the Advanced Manufacturing Fund. Apple's decision to double its U.S. Advanced Manufacturing Fund from $5 billion to $10 billion is particularly noteworthy. This fund is designed to foster innovation and create high-skilled manufacturing jobs. What many might overlook is the emphasis on silicon production at TSMC's Fab 21 facility in Arizona, where Apple is the largest customer. Significance: this investment is a strategic move to establish a robust semiconductor supply chain within the U.S., crucial for maintaining technological leadership in the face of rising global competition, especially from countries like China. The focus on silicon is vital as it underpins all of Apple's products, and having a domestic source reduces dependency on foreign manufacturing. 3. Investment in workforce development through the Manufacturing Academy. The establishment of the Apple Manufacturing Academy in Detroit is another significant aspect of this investment. This initiative will provide training for small and medium-sized businesses in AI and smart manufacturing techniques. While many may see this as just an educational effort, it represents a substantial investment in the future workforce and local economies. Significance: by equipping the workforce with skills in AI and advanced manufacturing, Apple is not only addressing its own future labor needs but is also helping to revitalize communities and promote innovation across the country. This move aligns with a broader trend where companies are recognizing the importance of investing in human capital to sustain growth and innovation. 4. Expansion of research and development (R&D). Apple's plan to significantly expand its R&D presence across the U.S., particularly in custom silicon and AI, is a focal point that could be easily underestimated. The commitment to hire approximately 20,000 new employees primarily in these areas highlights a shift towards a more integrated approach to technology development. Significance: this expansion indicates Apple's long-term vision of not just being a consumer electronics company but a leader in the AI space. by building its capabilities domestically. Apple is positioning itself to be at the forefront of technological developments that will define the next generation of devices and services. 5. Strategic alignment with geopolitical trends. The investment comes at a time when there is a significant push within the U.S. to bolster domestic manufacturing capabilities and reduce reliance on foreign supply chains. The timing of this announcement coinciding with increasing regulatory scrutiny and tariff threats, particularly from the Trump administration, is not incidental. Significance: Apple's investment can be seen as a strategic maneuver to align with national policies that favor domestic production, thus potentially shielding itself from tariffs and trade disputes. This alignment can enhance Apple's reputation as a company invested in American interests, which may resonate well with consumers and investors alike. 6. Environmental considerations in manufacturing. Apple's commitment to energy-efficient server design and its existing data centers running on 100% renewable energy is a critical point that may not receive the attention it deserves. The focus on sustainability within this investment reflects a growing trend in corporate responsibility. Significance: this approach not only meets regulatory expectations but also appeals to a consumer base that is increasingly concerned about environmental issues. By prioritizing sustainable practices, Apple sets a precedent in the tech industry, potentially influencing competitors to adopt similar practices. Conclusion: Apple's $500 billion investment in the U.S. encompasses far more than a financial commitment. It represents a strategic pivot in manufacturing technology, workforce development, and corporate responsibility. The implications of this announcement extend beyond job creation and immediate economic impacts. By focusing on advanced manufacturing, doubling its investment in silicon production, and enhancing its R&D capabilities, Apple is positioning itself to lead in the future of technology in an increasingly competitive landscape. Understanding these nuances is crucial for grasping the full significance of Apple's commitment and its potential impact on the U.S. economy and the tech industry at large. 1. Significant economic impact and job creation. Apple's commitment to invest over $500 billion in the U.S. over the next 4 years represents a transformative economic initiative. This investment is expected to create approximately 20,000 new jobs, primarily in research and development, silicon engineering, software development, and AI/machine learning. This increase in employment not only boosts Apple's workforce by 0.7% but also has broader implications for the U.S. economy, supporting local communities and industries through job creation and skills enhancement. 2. Focus on advanced manufacturing and AI. A key aspect of Apple's investment is the establishment of a new 250,000 square foot server manufacturing facility in Houston, Texas, set to open in 2026. This facility will produce servers that support Apple's AI-driven personal assistant system, Apple Intelligence. By bringing server production back to the U.S., Apple aims to enhance the security and efficiency of its data infrastructure while contributing to the growth of advanced manufacturing capabilities domestically. Additionally, the doubling of the U.S. Advanced Manufacturing Fund from $5 billion to $10 billion signals a commitment to fostering innovation and high-skilled manufacturing jobs across the country. 3. Expansion of research and development initiatives. Apple plans to significantly expand its research and development efforts, particularly in custom silicon and AI technologies. This expansion will involve hiring initiatives that target growth in R&D teams across the U.S. By investing heavily in R&D, Apple aims to maintain its competitive edge in the tech industry and drive advancements in its product offerings, such as the new iPhone models and the development of its proprietary chip technologies. For education and workforce development, the announcement includes the establishment of the Apple Manufacturing Academy in Detroit, which will collaborate with local universities to train small and medium-sized businesses in AI and smart manufacturing techniques. This initiative underscores Apple's commitment to workforce development, providing training and resources that will equip workers with essential skills for the future of manufacturing. By investing in education and skills development, Apple not only enhances its own operational capabilities but also contributes to the broader goal of preparing the American workforce for the demands of an increasingly technology-driven economy. 1. The New Deal 1933 to 1939. In response to the Great Depression, President Franklin D. Roosevelt implemented a series of programs and reforms known as the New Deal. This initiative included substantial federal investments aimed at revitalizing the American economy, creating jobs, and modernizing infrastructure. Key components included the Works Progress Administration (WPA), which employed millions in public works projects, and the Tennessee Valley Authority (TVA), which focused on regional development and energy production. The New Deal fundamentally reshaped the relationship between the federal government and the economy, much like Apple's recent investment aims to bolster U.S. manufacturing and technology sectors. 2. The Marshall Plan 1948 to 1952. Following World War II, the United States launched the Marshall Plan, officially known as the European Recovery Program, to aid in the reconstruction of European economies. The U.S. committed over $12 billion, approximately $130 billion in today's dollars, to help rebuild war-torn regions, remove trade barriers, and modernize industry. The plan not only facilitated European recovery but also secured markets for American goods and strengthened political alliances, mirroring how Apple's investment is intended to enhance domestic manufacturing and technological capabilities while creating jobs and fostering innovation. 3. The Apollo Program 1961 to 1972. Initiated by President John F. Kennedy, the Apollo program was a series of space missions aimed at landing humans on the Moon and safely returning them to Earth. This ambitious program required significant government investment in advanced technology engineering and workforce development, ultimately resulting in the successful Apollo 11 mission in 1969. The Apollo program not only advanced U.S. space exploration but also spurred innovations that would benefit various sectors. Akin to how Apple's recent commitment seeks to propel advancements in AI and silicon engineering, fostering a new era of technological innovation and job creation in the United States. Apple's commitment to invest over $500 billion in the U.S. over the next 4 years signals a transformative shift in the tech landscape, particularly in advanced manufacturing, silicon engineering, and artificial intelligence (AI). Here are some predictions on how this investment will shape the future. 1. Reshaping the U.S. manufacturing landscape. Apple's establishment of a new server manufacturing facility in Houston and the doubling of its advanced manufacturing fund indicate a strategic pivot towards domestic production. This trend may lead to a renaissance in U.S. manufacturing, encouraging other tech giants to follow suit. As companies recognize the importance of local supply chains and reduced reliance on foreign production, we could see a significant uptick in domestic manufacturing jobs and innovations in manufacturing technologies. 2. Advancements in AI and machine learning. The focus on AI and the development of Apple Intelligence will likely result in breakthroughs in personal assistant technologies and cloud computing. As Apple invests heavily in AI infrastructure, we can expect improvements in the capabilities of AI applications, making them more intuitive and efficient. This could also lead to the emergence of new AI-driven products and services that reshape consumer experiences, potentially setting new industry standards. 3. Increased R&D and talent acquisition. With plans to hire around 20,000 employees focused on R&D, silicon engineering, and AI, Apple will bolster its research capabilities. This influx of talent may accelerate innovation cycles, pushing the frontiers of technology. As Apple expands its R&D centers, there could be a spillover effect where nearby universities and startups benefit from collaboration, fostering a technology ecosystem that thrives on innovation. 4. Strengthening of the silicon supply chain. Apple's commitment to silicon production at TSMC's Fab 21 facility in Arizona signifies an effort to secure its semiconductor supply chain. This could lead to increased investments in semiconductor manufacturing across the U.S., potentially decreasing vulnerabilities associated with global supply chain disruptions. As more companies invest in domestic chip production, we may witness a resurgence in the U.S. semiconductor industry, positioning it as a global leader in chip technology. 5. The focus on sustainability. Apple's emphasis on energy-efficient server designs aligns with broader sustainability goals. The push for renewable energy in data centers may inspire other tech companies to adopt similar practices, leading to a more environmentally conscious approach in tech manufacturing. This trend could catalyze innovations in sustainable technologies and practices across the industry. 6. Skills development and workforce transformation. The opening of the Apple Manufacturing Academy in Detroit aims to equip the workforce with skills in AI and smart manufacturing. This initiative is likely to foster a culture of continuous learning and adaptation, preparing workers for the jobs of the future. As more companies recognize the importance of workforce training, we could see an industry-wide shift toward investing in employee development, particularly in high-tech fields. 7. Geopolitical implications. Apple's large-scale investment may influence U.S.-China relations, particularly as it seeks to reduce reliance on overseas production. The move could be seen as a response to geopolitical tensions and trade policies, which may prompt other companies to reconsider their supply chain strategies. This shift could lead to a more fragmented global supply chain landscape with increased emphasis on national security and technology production. 8. Innovation in consumer products. As Apple invests in R&D and silicon engineering, we can anticipate the introduction of groundbreaking consumer products. Enhanced processing capabilities, improved battery life, and advanced AI features may redefine user experiences across Apple's product lineup. This innovation cycle could set new trends in consumer electronics, pushing competitors to accelerate their own development efforts. 9. Impact on local economies. The investment is expected to create approximately 20,000 new jobs, which will have a ripple effect on local economies. Communities near new facilities may experience growth in ancillary businesses and services, boosting local economies and enhancing the overall job market. This could also lead to improved infrastructure and public services as cities adapt to the influx of new residents and businesses. 10. Long-term competitive advantage. Apple's strategic focus on advanced manufacturing and AI positions it favorably for long-term growth. By building a robust domestic supply chain and investing in cutting-edge technologies, Apple is likely to enhance its competitive advantage. This could result in increased market share and profitability as the demand for smart products continues to rise. Conclusion. Apple's historic investment of $500 billion in the U.S. is poised to reshape the technological landscape, driving advancements in manufacturing, AI, and workforce development. As Apple leads the charge, we can expect significant changes that will not only benefit the company but also the broader economy, workforce, and technological innovation in the United States. In the coming years, the implications of this investment will likely unfold, influencing various sectors and setting the stage for a new era of American innovation.